Champion Junior Dos Santos joins us now from Los Angeles. Junior, great to have you here with us.
It's a pleasure to be here talking with you guys again. It's good to be here.
Yeah, and lots to talk about. So UFC 155 just about 2 months away now. So shed a little bit of light for us. Tell me what the day-to-day is like right now, where you're getting into the training pretty heavily.
Well, that's it. I'm just training now, getting prepared for the fight, Usually I do 3 months of training for my fights. So now I'm doing a good job with my team in Brazil, São Paulo. The first part of my camp I will do in São Paulo, and the last part of my camp I will do in the city that I live, Salvador. And for sure, looking forward to be back to the octagon.
Yeah, now you have seen Cain once before, a whopping 64 seconds of cage time before you knocked him out. So what you didn't see from him that time that you're expecting maybe to see this time around?
Well, yeah, that time was perfect for me. And now, well, I think my first strategy is always to try to knock my opponents out, and I will try to do that again. I know Cain Velasquez. I respect him a lot. He's really tough, but I will give my best. To win this fight. Doesn't matter where. Of course, I want to knock him out, but if the fight goes to the ground, I will be ready to submit him too.
So you think that even if this does go to the ground, if he directs it that way, you still think that you can win it?
For sure, yeah. I train a lot jiu-jitsu, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and I'm working on my takedowns defense. I know he's a really good wrestler. For sure, he's going to try to take me down, and use his ground and pound, where he's very good. But well, if the fight goes to the ground, I'm ready. Like I said, I'm ready to submit someone too and show my how good I am on my jiu-jitsu.
He has openly admitted that last year's loss has run through his head over and over and over again. Does that make him more dangerous this time around?
Yeah, I think so. We got more experience fighting, and how many more fights we have, more experience we have. So I think the fight is going to be very dangerous, for both of us, for me and for him too.
You're coming off a convincing win, of course, against Frank Mir. That was back in May. Now, originally, that fight was supposed to be against Alistair Overeem, and he, of course, failed a pre-fight drug test. So if you beat Cain and Overeem finishes out his suspension, do you believe that he's earned the right to fight against you once again?
Yeah, I think so. Actually, Dana White, the president of UFC, already said the winner from me and Cain Velasquez is going to fight Alistair Overeem. I don't think he deserves to be fighting for the title because he failed in the drug test. But well, I want to fight this guy because he said a lot of things, and I want to fight with the best. If he thinks he one of them, I want to fight him. I want to fight him, and yeah, I will be glad to be fighting against him.
Is Overeem one of the best, or does he just talk a really good game right now? How would you classify him as a fighter?
Well, yeah, he's a pretty good striker. He's very, very strong guy, very tall, and it's gonna be a good challenge for me. But I think I'm gonna use the same thing that I use all the time, my boxing skills. I really believe I can knock anyone out, and doesn't matter who's my opponent. I will try to knock the guy out, and it's gonna be the same thing. I'm gonna use the same thing against him. But now my focus is everything on Cain Velasquez. I wanna win this fight again, and after that I will think about Alistair Overeem.
Yeah, well, we've certainly seen you with the knockout blow in your UFC title, and John Jones has one as well. So let me ask you this. If you're in his position, would you fight Chael Sonnen, a guy who was making his second appearance in a weight class?
Well, it's hard, In my opinion, no. No, you have to, in my opinion, you have to deserve to be fighting for the title. But, Chael Sonnen, for sure, Doesn't deserve to be fighting for the title, but John Jones is beating everybody. He's winning his fights. So for sure, I think it's going to be a good challenge for him. Chael Sonnen is a pretty good opponent for John Jones, so it's going to be a good fight.
All right, well, I can't let you go without this. Back in May, you told ESPN that you would beat Frank Mir by a knockout in the second round, and that's exactly what you did. So
Yeah.
Can you give us a prediction this time around for your rematch against Cain?
Well, I think it's not going to be so fast like it was in the first time, but I will knock him out again, you know. I can predict that for the, second round. I like second round.
You're going to stick with the second round. All right, UFC 155, December 29th. Mark it down. It's Dos Santos versus Velasquez, second time around. Junior, thanks so much for your time. We really appreciate you being here with us. Well, of course, see you in December.
Yeah, of course. It's going to be a good fight, you know. It's the end of the year, and for sure it's going to be a good show to everybody watch. You know, thank you, Jade, and thank you for your time.
All right, thank you so much, Junior. That is going to do it for this edition of MMA Live.